Years ago on the Joey Show, one day he says to me, we're doing the monologue, and he says, Regis, I want you to go into the audience and ask them, get a young person, and ask him how he feels about the country and whether or not he's going to make whatever ask him what he wants to be when he gets older. I said, fine. So I go in the audience, there's the young guys there, and I say, hey, young fella, you heard Joey. He wants to know how you feel about everything, and tell me what it is you want to do. And the kid could not talk. Now, I was very shy when I was young, too, and I was almost ashamed or I wanted to conceal the fact that I wanted to go into this business because I didn't know what if I had any talent. I didn't want people to laugh. So I kept my mouth shut. And this kid did the same thing. And I'm looking at him, and I'm seeing myself in his face. He can't talk. And
petrified kid.
Petrified. And I said, now just relax. You know, Joey just wants to know, what is it you dream about? What is it that you want to do? He couldn't say it. So then I said, well, that's okay. One day it will come to you. I hope you get your dream come true. And I leave and I go down to somebody else. I don't know, 35 years go by. One night in New York, I'm at a movie. It's a premiere for a movie, and a lot of people are there. And this gal, Peggy Siegel, who's very, very aggressive, says, Regis, I want you to meet somebody. And I go, and I see a guy standing there with 4 people around him, interviewing him. So I stand behind the people because I don't want to interrupt them. And then I finally said, you know, he doesn't care. Let me go. No, don't go. I said, no, I'm going. And I walk away, and I hear this guy say, Regis, I want to talk to you. And I turned around, and there was this guy in the middle. So he comes up to me, and he says, you know, years ago, I was in the audience of the Joey Bishop show, and you came down to the audience, and you wanted to hear from someone, some young person, about what they wanted to accomplish in their life. And I couldn't answer the question. I couldn't do it. And to this day, when I see you on TV, that whole thing comes back to me. And I should have said something, and I didn't.
That kid talked to you. You met him.
Right. And that was Steven Spielberg.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great story.
Hi, I'm Don Rickles, a good friend of Tommy Lasorda's. But after this season, I've dropped Tommy as a good friend. I've had it with Tommy. His whole life is Billy Bean in left field. Now, that's sad. Billy Bean, a kid just off a farm that hit a ball with a rake, is playing left field. But Tommy, you had another great year. You finished the season. I'm proud of you. Dodgers are going to miss you, Tommy, because I'm speaking to Fred Clare and the old man O'Malley, and we're going to ship you back to Albuquerque. Sit around and watch crickets die, because it's all over for you, Tom. You lost the weight, you lost your personality, and the team went in the dumper. And you're the king. Big personality, big motivator. I'll never forget the words of one of your great players, Aquino Macaras, a second baseman who said, Tommy, 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 I am a good player, I am a good player. The man is now in Algeria as a fighter pilot. You're all through, Tom. Walk away like a man. Don't bother the people. But I love you, Tom. I really do. Because who else am I going to hang out with when the baseball season's on? What am I going to do? Sit up in San Francisco and tell Roger Craig he's got a personality? I'm going to work on you, Tom. Good luck, fella. Sorry I can't be there, but it's $200 a ticket. Too much. Too much. See you, Tom.
Okay, folks, let's get this going. Anyway, I want to hear you were making a movie in Pittsburgh.
And you know how that
Why
came...
in Pittsburgh?
Well, Pittsburgh, I don't like... The economy is tough. And
yeah,
so on the serious side, and a lot of people are out of work there. And a film, Warner Brothers, Lee Rich, and John Landis film, and Leslie Bellsberg.
Innocent Blood? Is that
Innocent Blood, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Robert Loggia, who knows you,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's a fine artist. And this Anthony LaPaglia, nice young kid, you know, always searching, hunting, you know. You know, off the stage, you know. And,
I see.
And I'm like your age, and Ed... No, you're... Anyway, so he's always looking, you know, around. And we had this David Pablo, who was in Mean Streets.
Right.
And they're good actors. And this Ann Pario is beautiful. She's remember La Femme Nikita?
No.
Do you get her the house at all?
Yes, yes, sir.
Well, she's a lovely star in Europe. She's a very big star in Europe.
Well,
and she walks around the trailer and came in, and I'm happily married, and as all three of us are, and she came in the trailer, and the leg kept going, because she's very beautiful, and God forbid, may the three of us cheat on our wives where we'd be paralyzed. Notice how he kept moving. He kept moving.
Is this a serious picture?
No, it's a black comedy. That doesn't mean the black guys who are in the back.
I know.
Saying to me, "Hey man, we're gonna rob."
No, I know that.
No, the black brothers back there, they're great. Which they're coming out, but it's about vampires.
About vampires?
Robert Loggia. Yeah. What is this? What is it about? Is we on tape? I know what the hell we're saying.
Would you play a vampire?
No, I play a monkey. Of course, a vampire. It's about vampires, and Robert Loggia bites me on the neck and enjoys it. And he was grinning a lot late at night. And you know what we did?
No.
We shot. I keep doing this. You know.
Yes.
You know what? On the next series, sit here.
Now talk to me about this picture.
Why do I talk to you? He loves me. I know what you say. I've been.
Do you get a lot of money now when you make a picture?
Do I ask you how much you make? Have I ever asked you how much you make?
Yes, you have. You've kidded about it many times on this very show.
But how can you talk about $50 billion a week? How can you talk about it?
But are we talking for
I make a nice salary, yes. I'm able to go out to parties with you and Alex and hang out with him when he's settled.
Yeah.
I mean, but I go out. Yes, I make a very good salary. Jack Gelati's my agent, and he handles things great. I drop names in so that I can keep my career
That's right,
going.
And cut your commission,
Steve
obviously.
Levine, you don't have any agents. You sit alone with Ed Hookstratton. That's your agent, who just sits there going, Johnny, you're worth $1 million! And like a dummy, you buy it. Anyway,
What did I ask him? I asked him about picture.
What are you, Al Jolson? What the hell is this all the time? Mammy. Snap out of it. You're going to get another job.
Don't hit him. Don't strike that man.
Takes great prop
Doesn't he, though? And yes.
He's the best. He's the best.
So when will this epic be out?
Epic?
Well, it's good.
It's not Gone with the Wind. It's called Innocent Blood by John Landis.
The name of it.
And it's going to come out sometime in the fall. My Academy Award speech should run about a half hour. It should. You and Alex don't go to those things.
Would you call it a starring role or a supporting role? Or?
No, I'm co-starring.
Co-starring?
Yes, co-starring. I get the feeling I'm in some rest home with Mary Pickford. Co-starring.
Mary's gone.
I know that. That's why I feel that way.
I see. In other words, it'll say Robert Loggia, Don Rickles?
No. It'll say Don Rickles with help.
With help.
Anyway, no. It'll say Ann Pario, I believe.
Right.
Anthony LaPaglia or Robert Loggia, either one, and co-starring Don Rickles. It should be an exciting night.
I'll bet it is.
But there will be a charge to see the premiere. But you're a senior citizen, so you have no problem.
I see.
And you can come in, with your wife, whoever it is. Anyway,
this is a talkie?
Huh?
It's a talkie, is it?
No. Charlie Chaplin's the star.
I see.
You're getting on my nerves, old man. You're getting on my nerves. I've been nice about this. You're going to retire May 22nd, right? And when you retire, I'm going to say, Jay Leno, I always loved him. He was my favorite comedian since he's a kid, for crying out loud.
We'll have to take a break here.
Yes, you will.
To try to calm down, and we'll be right back. Stay where you are. Anyway, I guess we're about out of time. Good to have you here again, Calvin. The marvelous stuff in this book. Composition or a compilation of a lot of your columns, right? Called Enough is Enough. And always good to have you here. Mr. Rickles, you're going to Atlantic City?
Spain. Forget Atlantic City. Spain.
What?
Going on vacation. 27 years married. The wife and I were going to try to work it out.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hey, by the way, John.
Yes.
God bless you. Whatever you do, you will always be the best.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Tomorrow night, music of James Taylor, Richard Benjamin, and Blake Clark. Good night.